This salmonella outbreak was only reported in a few states, but to find out it's a total of 27.
Issue of tainted jalapenos is much bigger than just Minnesota and Chipotle. Tonight, the CDC saying 27 states now reporting salmonella cases related to the peppers. Minnesota, Colorado, and Illinois topping the list. More than 300 people sickened, 36 hospitalized.
Now, according to the CDC, these following states have people sick with salmonella: Alabama, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Georgia, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, North Carolina, North Dakota, Ohio, Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Washington, Wisconsin, and Wyoming. And as reported yesterday, these jalapenos are served at Mexican-style restaurants. I don't know about y'all, but Cordoba and Chipotle is definitely marked off my list. Count me out. So Nancy Grace had a special guest on the show, Janetta Brantley, and she went over how she enhanced the audio of the CTO call.
I wasn't cleaning it or enhancing it to specifically look for or identify a crime or even point the fingers at anybody. I believe I wanted it to be an accident. I think a lot of us wanted it to be an accident. So when I heard those things, when I heard, damn it stood out to me. And that alone made me want to hear what was immediately said after damn it part. You saw me actually create a loop over that part, split that part, and then add a gain, which the gain is boosting the volume overall. And that's pretty much what you saw me do in that actual video. And so to hear, damn it, Bart, Nolan's really dead now, that I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it.
But let me not forget that Nancy Grace, audio engineer, did the exact same thing to that CTO call, and it came back the exact same way. I don't think that Miss Brantley has anything to lie about when it comes to this audio. She has nothing to gain from this other than helping her family find out the truth. I wouldn't want to be one of those voices that was heard on that CTO call. Count me out. So Michigan is now reporting its first 2 deaths caused from that explosive diarrhea. So far, there's been reported 11,234 cases alone in the state. And out of those, 193 people had to be hospitalized. Now they're saying, according to medical records, both individuals had significant underlying health conditions that may have been impacted by the explosive diarrhea. Now I want y'all to keep in mind that this parasite can come from fresh food and water. And some infections may cure on their own, but without treatment, this shit can last over a month or longer. Persistent diarrhea can make it difficult to stay hydrated. Dehydration from frequent bouts of diarrhea can also cause severe illness. But inquiring minds want to know, have you been staying away from that lettuce? Have you been staying away from all fresh foods, period? Are you cooking that shit before you eating it? I'm still gonna stick to these P&J sandwiches. Count me out.
Do y'all see this shit? This is what Iran wants to happen to Donald Trump, but he's still claiming they want to make a deal.
Mr. President, there are no signs that Iran is ready to stop fighting. So what is the plan? Is the plan to just keep bombing until they give up?
There are no signs. What, you know something that I don't know?
Will they continue to attack our allies and
You
kill
don't know
Americans?
what the dialogue is behind the scenes, and they want to meet desperately to try and end it because they're getting decimated. You don't get that when you listen to your fake station, but you don't know. You don't know anything.
So talks are
You know
still
something that
possible?
I don't know. You know something I don't know.
Well, tell us.
Like a fucking
They
kid.
want to desperately meet, and until they're ready to meet in a meaningful way, we have no interest in it.
Like, this man is literally going back and forth with the reporter instead of answering the question. I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? The motherfucking president of the United States. You can see that this war is really affecting him. Because every day motherfuckers talk about the war, and every day he repeats the same shit. Iran, if y'all gonna do something, hurry up and do it, because we tired of this motherfucker. Count me out.
Thank you. Dr. Fauci invoked the Fifth Amendment more than 100 times today.
Yes,
Senator Rand Paul said he's going to hold a vote on holding him in contempt of Congress. Do you think Dr. Fauci should face repercussions for this?
Well, I watched the whole thing today, but more importantly, I was a part of the whole Fauci. I inherited Fauci. He was here from the 1980s, so I had him for a period of time. And I disagreed with him on a lot. I would have had to close down the whole country if I listened to him. many more people died under Biden than died in the Trump administration from COVID. COVID was a disaster, but Fauci did not help.
If it wasn't for Dr. Fauci, more people would have died during COVID. Do Donald Trump not remember COVID started underneath his administration? The same administration that told people it was okay, get bleach, it will kill COVID. The same administration that told people, oh, you have nothing to worry about, but 1 million people died. Or how about the millions of people in Africa that Dr. Fauci has helped? And since the Trump administration has taken over, now they don't have that help no more. But it makes you wonder, why did he plead the fifth so many times, even though Joe Biden gave him a pardon? You know my motto, count me out. So I was swiping the FYP and I came across a video that I found kinda interesting.
Middle Passage, white people. Slavery, white people. Jim Crow, white people. Lynchings, white people. Trail of Tears, white people. Wounded Knee, white people. Asian internment camps, white people. The vast majority of gun violence, white people. You see a trend? January 6th, white people. Ahmaud Arbery, 3 white guys. George Floyd, white guys. The felon in the White House, a white man. You see a trend? But somehow, the white man has convinced stupid, uneducated, trailer park trash, 3-teeth inbreds, white supremacists, Triple K members, that the brown people picking your almonds and your walnuts and your lettuce and your avocados, somehow they're the fucking problem.
Well, is it true? And you want to know what? It goes deeper than that, because it all goes off of what people was taught growing up. What's crazy is I didn't go looking for this. It found me. This ain't a problem that just started. This shit been going on for decades, for centuries even. But the ones that are brainwashed, they won't see this as a problem, which makes them a problem. You know my motto, count me out.
Yeah, I mean, what else? Why is it only there in the back of your neck, which is coincidentally how you drown somebody?
Even Judge Mathis had to weigh in because this shit wasn't sounding right to him neither.
Put the head in the back of the neck and not let them up, and they try and push up, but you got the head down, so the head bruises in the back of the neck because somebody tried to hold it down or did hold it down.
When they had released that he had bruising to the back of his neck, I thought the same shit. But now since that CTO audio was released, witnesses are coming out of the woodworks claiming that Nolan Wells was heavily intoxicated. And police reports are being made viewable to the public. I truly believe that Judge Mathis is on to some shit.
I'm only presenting the facts, and I only made the analogy to Emmett Till because it's the same optics.
As more information becomes available, I'll make sure I keep y'all updated. And on that note, count me out. I truly thought I was having a nightmare. This shit is actually real?
Show just how much I care about the press, and I want to save your ratings. I'm pleased to announce my intention to, and this is somewhat of a scoop, my intention to run for a 4th term as President of the United States.
This motherfucker cannot be serious. He's talking about a 4th term. When the hell did he win a 3rd? This motherfucker truly lost it.
Be yourself. If people don't like you for being yourself, fuck them.
I won 3 times. Now I'm gonna do it again. Thank you.
It's truly not a laughing matter, but it really is. Because he believes he won 3 times and he's going for a 4th. Can somebody please roll the credits to this film already? Count me out. All you LeBron lovers can be happy as hell because now you know where this motherfucker finally retiring at. But I'm sorry to be the one to have to tell you, Donald Trump don't care for him too much.
Where do you stand on LeBron versus Michael Jordan as the best ever?
Well, Michael Jordan's a guy that's a friend of mine. Play golf with him. He's a really good guy. And I think LeBron is, maybe he's a racist.
Now, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't see that one coming. This is year 24 of the king, and Trump thinks he's a racist. I wonder how LeBron felt about that. But inquiring minds want to know, Why was they having this conversation anyway? Why would they even bring up LeBron James with Michael Jordan? Like, that's the king versus the GOAT. Like, I'm still confused on why people still have this debate. Will this be the team that LeBron finally gets his 5th ring? Will he play all 82 games this year? I don't even want to speak on it, because you know my motto, count me out. Here's what we know about Nolan Wells' independent autopsy.
The interior inner neck structures were absent, not received from the body.
Now, while it is normal to remove the organs, what isn't normal is why did Mississippi hold on to them? But you want to know something else that's just not adding up?
Decompensation can obscure the presence and absence of bruising on the skin surface, especially during a second autopsy.
When the body was found, it was starting to decompose. When they received the body on the 10th, it was decomposing even more, which makes it hard to locate any bruising, and they definitely need to see their findings in their pictures. But if this right here isn't strange, I don't know what is.
A section of the back of the head during the layered posterior neck dissection revealed a 12 by 8 inch focal area of rare discoloration in the deep soft tissues overlaying the occipital bone.
If these findings don't raise questions, I don't know what the fuck will. Like, for real, something just ain't sitting right with me about this. Count me out. Excuse the hair, cause I don't care. But now I understand why you guys like Donald Trump.
Trump owned the pageant for the reason to utilize his power to get, around.
Anyway, and when you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything.
Whatever you want.
Grab them by the pussy.
Stage before a show. Yes. And everyone's getting dressed and ready. And I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant and therefore I'm inspecting it. Is everyone okay? They're standing there with no clue. Is everybody okay? And you see these incredible looking women. And so I sort of get away with things like that.
So when Donald Trump walked in, there were women in there who weren't fully clothed.
Correct. Women were not fully clothed when Donald Trump came in.
And some of those women were, what, as young as 15?
Yes, 15.
Some of y'all support this motherfucker, even though he's had this behavior his whole damn life. It's called being born with a silver spoon and not giving a damn how you treat motherfuckers. And this shit been there for decades. This shit ain't nothing new. I guess for some, it'll have to hit home first before some of y'all start to wake up. Y'all already know how I feel about the shit. Count me out. Why can't we be good neighbors to Canada as Canada is to us? When the United States was fighting wildfires, they came to the rescue, but why didn't Donald Trump send help for them?
Shame the administration in the U.S. and Congress people writing these letters and blaming us and so on and so forth. They have a very short memory. We had the water bombers, everyone ready, going over to California. It was last year. We sent down hydro linemen down to the Carolinas and Georgia to help out. That's what neighbors do. Right? You don't get on and start threatening and criticizing because guess what? One day it's going to be your turn.
Some would wonder, why wouldn't Donald Trump send them help after they've helped us several times? Instead, he wants to reach out to the prime minister to see what they're going to do about stopping the wildfires. And on top of that, wants to place tariffs on top of it because they can't control it. That's not being a good neighbor at all. That's just being a complete jackass.
What I'm talking about? That's why he's the GOAT. The GOAT.
Definitely some crazy times that we living in. Count me out. If you was ever curious about what an ass kisser was, take a look at this.
Reservations about how much President Trump's kind of put himself at the center of the 250 celebration?
Absolutely not. I ain't got a problem with it. He's our president. I'm disgusted with these Democrat states that don't come up here.
He's the president of the United States. No, that's silly.
Do you have any reservations about how much he's made himself a centerpiece of the celebration?
Absolutely not. This guy's Mr. America.
Did this motherfucker say Mr. America? Count me out.
Look, he's patriotic. He's brought back prayer. He's brought back being proud of America. I salute that all day long. Biden never.
Did you hear that last statement? Biden never did it. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what's messed up about America. People live rent-free in motherfuckers' heads for an extended period of time. Motherfuckers can't worry about what's going on currently. We always gotta look further back. The only administration that's worried about other motherfuckers besides themselves. Might as well call this motherfucker Mr. Pucker Up. Count me out. This video right here was clearly made for clickbait. It had to be. Check this out.
In the Democratic Republic of the Congo. So help me to share this video. Currently, I am in the Democratic Republic of the Congo for a couple months, okay? And there is no Ebola here. Everyone is living their best life. No one is panicking. The only place there's Ebola is on social media, on the international media, okay? So think about it.
So who are we to believe? Her or the news? As Ebola cases in the Congo pass over 900. She's saying it's just an internet thing, but it's several news outlets reporting this. And not to mention the allegedly 18 patients that escaped that health center before setting it on fire, I might add. But as always, inquiring minds want to know, who's telling the truth? Do we believe this woman that made this video? Or do we believe the news outlets in the rest of the world that's reporting on this? And if it really wasn't that serious, why did they divert that airplane that was headed to Detroit to Canada? Yeah, I'm thinking the same shit too. Count me out.
So this right here is allegedly Nolan Wells' best friend. If you wasted 17 minutes of your life watching this shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
this right here.
You said you kind of grew up together. Did you know his mom, or how was that? Because I saw in the video where it appears that she may have said, at least I saw in part, that she said as if she didn't know any of you guys.
Right. Well, Nolan a lot of the times was at like my house and at my buddy's house. We never went to Nolan's house and hung out. I mean, and my friend group's very, very tight knit. I mean, we hang out every day when we're back home from school. In high school, we hung out most weekdays and every day on the weekend. And I mean, we were never at Nolan's house, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with.
Well, I'm going to ask the question that I'm sure all of y'all are thinking. How the hell is this Nolan Wells' best friend, but you've never been to this man's house? He's always kicked it in your white space, but you've never been to his black space. The mom don't know who the fuck you is, and the father might have met you once or twice. I thought best friends' family knew of each other. Best friends kicked it at each other's place. Everyone thought it was just Nolan and 3 other people that went out on a boat to Horn Island, but to find out, it was 3 boats that went out with 30 people. All 29 other participants returned back home safe and sound, but not one Nolan Wells. I find it real ironic that this video was released last night, as his independent autopsy results will be released today at the NAACP Convention Center here in Chicago. Don't waste your time with this 17 minutes of bullshit. Count me out.
All I want to motherfucking know is, why do people play with fate knowing that Lake Lanier is haunted? And not to mention that this motherfucker was built over a flooded town in Georgia? Everybody knows that this is one of the deadliest lakes in America. But why do people still get in this motherfucker? Just 2 weeks ago, a family was in a boat and it exploded on Lake Lanier. And not to mention over 700 lives lost in this motherfucker. People must forget about that black community in the 1950s called Oscarville. I'm sure some of y'all know the stories and some of y'all don't. But this lake is haunted. Like, how could you want to swim in a lake that was built over towns and cemeteries? Like, you couldn't get me close to this motherfucker. Count me out. They even say it's still roads, buildings, and tombstones underneath this motherfucker. With all the tragedy that this lake has caused, why would people still want to risk themselves getting into this motherfucker?
I had a wonderful woman come up to me today, and she stopped me. I was at the soda machine, and she's like, how does it feel to change the world? And I kind of knew what she meant, but I was a little bit struck at first, and then I was like, well, what do you mean? She's like, I see everything that's going on inside here.
Shit, everybody sees what's going on in there. Mr. Tenderism making all the videos but ain't getting paid. Keith Lee decided to pay them a visit. Says he wants to meet Mr. Tenderism himself. Was even willing to give this man a $4,000 tip. But of course the security guards wouldn't let him. When you go to Google and you put in Mr. Tenderism, who pops up? Cause it's definitely not this guy. What's even crazy is they patent the word Tenderism. Actually, 2 people patented the word back in mid to late November. Meanwhile, this man getting all the camera action, but none of the funds. Like, that shit just ain't right. If Mr. Tenderism never came back to work, do you honestly believe this place will keep going? Somebody need to get this man his own place so he can start reaping the benefits. Are you telling me you motherfuckers decided to build a bridge underneath water? Count me out. All I can think about is, what if that motherfucking tunnel flood? What if something in the ocean decided to crash into that motherfucker at the bottom? What if it's a traffic jam underneath that motherfucker? I hope you know how to swim. What if the person in front of you run out of gas? Shit, what if you run out of gas yourself? I'm sure something like this has to have constant maintenance going to it because it's not only one part of it that goes down in the water, but it looks like it's two. And depending on your speed, it could be a long time underwater or a short time. Count me out. Call me what you wanna, but just don't call me bro. And if you're having second thoughts about going underneath that motherfucker, take that long ass U-turn and take your ass back, which would probably be me. Like that space is so open you can see boats going across that motherfucker. That's how you truly know it's underneath water. Yeah, Chesapeake Bay will definitely not be on my list of travels. With just my luck, yeah, y'all can keep this motherfucker. Shit, how was they even able to build that motherfucker underneath water? The world will never know. And I wish I would have knew this motherfucking shit a long time ago. You telling me we've been spending thousands of dollars and we could have been getting furniture for the fraction of that price? China has a vast manufacturing infrastructure that allows for large-scale production, which means that's why it's so cheap. Watch this.
Who is the Chinese supplier of light luxury furniture? The supplier of various luxury brands is Mingxi International. It has been producing furniture for more than 35 years.
Wow.
Usually you spend $1,000 to buy furniture, but over here you only need 1/10 of the cost.
A couple
and
bucks?
There are many styles such as the Italian
We need to hop
luxury
on
style,
that.
modern minimalism style, American romantic style, and so on. It is one of the largest OEM factories for international brand. If you want to source furniture from China.
Now, I remember back in the day when we was in school, they used to tell us about imports and exports, how prices would be different. But who knew that the prices would be this different? Who knew that good old America would really be getting over us that hard? I mean, fucking us real hard. And before you mention anything about the shipping, oh man, the shipping is not that expensive as what you people think. They're basically telling you, hey, come shop with us, skip the middleman.